back for our next community conversation. We're here with Ralph Bradley, the Director of School Security and Safety for Albemarle County Public Schools. It's nice to meet you, Ralph, and thanks for coming in today.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. We have an important topic on the table here. We're talking about the dangers of drug use, which we've all seen commercials and, the red ad campaigns and stuff like that, but we can never be, you can never talk about the dangers too much.
Sure.
So what are some of the dangers and how are they impacting our community?
Well, first of all, you have to understand there is legitimate use for drugs, but when you abuse them or misuse them in a particular way, that's when they become extremely dangerous.
Right.
They can impact our physical or emotional health, and in some instances leads to death. So we want to make sure that we're consistently aware of that. For instance, the fentanyl is one of the subjects that's out there, one of the drugs that's significantly impacting our communities and our schools. Luckily here in Albemarle County, we have not had any reportable instances, but what we find in the community is that fentanyl is one of those drugs that is very small doses can do extreme damage to an individual. About the size of a pinhead could cause a potential death depending on the individual that takes it. So it's a significant matter that we want to be aware of and that we want to create awareness for, and hopefully find ways to keep it from having impact on our community.
Absolutely. And what are the signs and symptoms that parents especially should be aware of when it comes to drug overdoses? Well,
many times, especially in my area, we're particularly considering our students, but when you see a change significantly, it could be emotional, it could be a withdrawing from their friend or family group, mood swings. If you have a child that's usually jovial and happy and all of a sudden they have a depressed state, you want to look into what's causing that. Also, some of the things you end up seeing are physical changes, like you get into a excited stage constantly, or your eyes may dilate. Those are indicators that your child may be in place to be of concern for potential drug use.
That is good to know. And what can parents or community members do to help prevent drug abuse and drug use?
Well, first, this is a great place to cover it, make sure that there's an awareness for it. We also want to make sure you maintain open lines of communication. You got to talk to your children. Right. If you see them all of a sudden becoming very secretive, inquire, look in, check the bags and talk to them, open closed doors in the house, just engage them in conversation and just to understand what they're going through. Right. That awareness is extremely important. And reach out to resources that are available that can explain more detail what these drugs are and what the concerns are. And also within our schools, we have counseling staff. We have measures to report concerns. For instance, we have a new Help Me app that has helped our students understand that they can report things if needed to seek help, especially for instances of drug overdose. So we have resources that parents and community can reach out to.
Well, that is good to hear. That is encouraging. And thank you so much, Ralph, for coming in and providing that great information for us.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. All right, we'll be right back. Be sure to stick with us.